This is the TeamClearCoat Podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave, and this is our show.
Ian,
Dave,
how are you?
I'm good. It should sound like a question, right?
I'm good?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard on the intro, I'm Dave.
I'm Ian. I was taking a drink of water. I thought Dave was going to talk for longer.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm really with it today.
This is our car show, Ian.
We've got it together. We've got it going on.
Let's talk about something. You have an admission to make.
Oh.
You lied?
Whoa.
Yeah. You have to tell the truth now.
Oh. I don't know what this is about.
Okay, well, first of all, I would just love to see what comes off the top here. This is like...
Which thing are we upset about again?
This is like when the police bring somebody in and they're like, we know what you did. And he's like, I robbed that bank. And they're like, no, you murdered Tom.
But let's talk about that bank thing, too.
Exactly. Let's circle back.
Yeah.
Ian?
Yes.
You lied.
I don't know. What did I lie about?
Ian.
Oh, you're talking... Because you think I said... that I was going to get rid of my car.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No.
See, there we go. There's one. There's one nugget of fruit for a later date and time.
A nugget of fruit.
Yeah, thank you for that apple juice cluster.
Where is this going?
Ian.
What did I lie about?
Your karting abilities, Ian.
Oh. Well, I didn't... All right, let's talk about it.
Okay. Let's talk about it, Ian.
Okay. Oh, now I have to talk about it? All right.
You're the one who drove the cart.
Okay. So it's been a busy, anyone who's been following the show, it's been kind of a crazy, busy, hectic, weird time.
It has.
And I haven't had after I broke my ankle, I haven't had my good karting reset mental health thing that I
right,
like
your
to do.
island.
My island.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I had kind of a slow day with work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I scheduled some call. I had a few things I had to do that day, but that was it. So I was like, you know what? I can do all of this from the go-kart track. So I brought my phone and had made a couple of calls between races, and I went and drove go-karts by myself. Except for a couple of races where some
plebeians.
No, some employees raced with me.
Okay.
But yeah, the rest of the time I was by myself. I did 4 races in the middle of the day. And it was lovely.
Okay.
End of story, I think.
Nope. Not even close.
Okay. So while I was there, the first 2 races I did, I was right back around at the indoor Unser track here in Denver. It's gas carts. They are BizCart, I think. BizCart is what they are. But basically, if you get into the 31s, that's a pretty quick. That's you're quickish, right?
Yep, quickish.
Quickish.
Yep, 30.
And 31 seems to be a big plateau for a lot of people.
Yep.
Getting down into the 30s.
It took me forever to break into the 30s.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a tough plateau for most people, I think.
But it took you less time.
Okay. So the 30s,
Ian,
I've been in the low 30s.
You cannot argue with hard facts.
I know. This is gonna be painful.
Yeah.
Right, so
what is why do you think I built all of this just to torment you? Ian, I went and acquired the finest fortress blankets.
Yes.
The best PVC piping for our frame.
This is all gonna collapse
It
on
is
us.
rickety. Yeah. Ian,
yeah.
That's what I did just to mess with you.
I know. Okay. So welcome everyone to the last episode of TeamClearCoat, I guess.
Shut it down.
Since we've reached the point finally.
Yeah.
So I was in the 30.3s, and my fastest time ever was a 30.2, and I was just I can't get under 30 seconds, and I was under 30 seconds in the old carts, which were slower, but they were lighter, and they were they suited my.
They were
style
less of a handful.
They were. These are kind of a handful.
Yeah.
And then one of the employees recognized me and was like, "Oh man, let me pull a cart for you."
Right, because we know that there's varying speeds on some of the carts.
Yeah, and this
Right.
cart definitely.
How
I mean, it was like I got in it and I just became part. Like it just did exactly what. Like if you think through a go-kart lap, a lap of that track, it did all of those things.
You like Minority reported it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
You had like go-kart screens that you're swiping at. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the what I can the experiences that I can think of that are like that was when I did like the supercar driving experience.
Right.
And I drove the GTR first.
Right.
And it was like, oh, I'm in something crazy and I'm not really doing that much, but I'm like along for this crazy ride.
Right.
And then I got into the Ferrari.
Right.
I drove a 430 and I was like, oh my God, this is like fucking telepathic.
Right. I felt that way in a Lotus Elise.
Right.
Yeah. It's just an extension of you.
You think it and it happens.
I corrected oversteer without even realizing I had done it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's after the fact. You're like, oh, whoa, what just happened? It's all just reaction.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's just so like you don't have to think about anything. It just boom, 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 boom. And this cart was just, I don't know if it was really especially fast or if it was just suited to my driving style.
Sure.
And where I put the seat and all those other crazy weird things.
Yeah. It makes me think of like when you learn how to ski and you're like, okay, I got to turn. And then eventually something clicks in you and you're just like, I need to go over there.
Right.
Right.
And so it just happens.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it all just happened. And,
right.
So my previous best time was a 30.2.
Okay.
On this little track.
All right.
My best time after these two races was a 29.6. And I did that both races. Both races I'd had this car, I had a 29.6.5, I think, and then I did the 29.6.2.
Okay.
And the thing that I'm like crazy happy with
is your average.
Is that average?
Yeah.
Like they have the timing screen up, and on the first lap, so tires are cold and like I'm feeling out the cart. The first lap I did in that cart was a 30.5, and I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. And then it did, and it just was like the less I thought about it, the faster I went.
There you go. And it wasn't just that the cart had more power. Everything just congealed, right?
No, yeah, it was hooked up.
Right.
Like it was, the engine was definitely did seem to rev a litlittle bit easier than some of the other carts that I've driven.
Okay.
So it did feel a little more responsive.
Did you make a big boom boom before doing it?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's
I
still
actually
another 10.
ate a bunch of lunch before that.
There's still another 10th in you, buddy.
Oh, there's at least a few tenths in whatever has happened in the last year of my life.
In your mid-30s?
Yeah. Early 30s.
Early. Mid.
I'm in the mid-29s, though.
You are in the mid-29s. Also, I'd like to just scroll down here.
Yeah.
Right? So your fastest lap, 29.626.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and look at the overall best times. Ian?
Yeah, this is since they changed the carts.
Here's my buddy Ian. Top 10 overall time out of thousands of people that have been in and out of Unser since they've changed the carts. You are a good driver.
I had a very fast cart.
Nope.
I mean, wow, that cart was crazy.
Nope.
Also, I do want. So the guy who
you're a good driver. I don't care what you're trying to do right now.
No, I'm gonna
lied.
I'm gonna talk about me underperforming my potential in a sec. Right now is what
you're
this
a
is.
good driver.
I'm okay.
Nope, that's a lie. That is an acute lie. That's because you're trying to distract. You're trying to remove something away from yourself.
I'm not.
Why are you going to talk about somebody else other than yourself?
I'm going to talk about how I underperformed my apparently decent potential. So this guy right here, freaking Rican.
Yeah.
He's the guy who won that endurance race.
Oh
down
yeah,
in Centennial.
yeah.
Who had like the stupid fast time?
Yeah, 114 when you were pulling 117, I think. Yeah.
Well, he had like a 112.9 or something, and I had my best time was like a 115.1.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. Okay.
And I got 12th in that race. He got first.
Oh yeah, the previous track record was 114 something, and he smashed it with 112.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
like they had just gotten those carts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm doing another race down in Centennial, this week. So I'm hoping to, like,
Can you take
just
that?
carry some of this confidence and like just do it?
Can you take that cart down there with you?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. It was just so perfectly hooked up. Like it was just so neutral. I mean, it wasn't neutral. It was pointy. Like it oversteered a little bit, but it was so just perfect and controllable and like exactly how you want it to be. Like a little entry oversteer. Like it just rotated so easily every time. And then it was just hooked up on the way out. Like,
if you gave me that cart, do you think I could have gotten a 29.626?
I think you'd be in the 29s. Maybe, I don't know. You're usually a couple of tenths off of me.
More than a couple tenths. At least 4 to 6 tenths off of you.
I think you'd be 29.9.
So you're a faster kart driver than I am.
Maybe.
And I'm not slow.
The reason
you always say maybe, but you beat me every time.
So I know why I beat you every time.
Why?
And it's because I'm
a better driver.
Well, no, I have a different style, and it suits karts, and it like when like going into that slowdown section where there's this one section of the track where you it's a corner into a corner. And so there's like 2 possible braking zones.
Right.
So what I do is I kind of like I go piling into there and have the cart be upset.
Right.
And I rotate the cart.
Right.
On brakes.
Right.
Which is like
an insane skill to have. Yes.
It's a high risk reward
that you can consistently pull off. But see, that's the thing. A fast time is one thing. A fast, consistent time,
right.
Fast times consistently is a whole nother ballpark, Ian.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you lied.
I'm happy about it.
And you should be. It's a fantastic time. I'm more proud of you than I ever have been. Also, I'm more validated in saying that you're a good driver than I ever have been.
What else are we going to talk about? This is enough, right?
Nope. This is the first section of chapter 1 of the 70-part series that Ian is actually a good driver.
Oh.
You are. You're a good driver.
Yeah,
you are a good driver.
I do okay.
You are a good driver.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever seen you turn that shade of pink. See if there's something on here to like balance it out on the lights. Oh God, no, that's worse.
All right,
Ian,
let's move on to the next talk about.
You did a fantastic job, and
thank you. I'm very psyched about it.
I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you.
I'm psyched about it. I am.
Yeah. Let's talk about your garage update. What's going on? Which car? What's going on? You drove your Volkswagen today, so it's still running.
I did. It is still running. It doesn't have
running-ish.
Has no cracks in the oil pan that I know of.
Okay.
I got some new tires, some summer tires finally.
Okay. All right.
I went with the Bridgestone Potenza RE71Rs.
What those set you back a piece?
They were 145.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's great.
Not bad.
No.
But I mean, they're not going to last very long. But
so?
Yeah, 145 a piece. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's about what my Firehawk Indy 500s were.
Right, and actually, like I couldn't get them. Those I tried to look at those. I couldn't get those in my size through the tire place I like to go to.
Okay.
And they were actually like considerably more expensive through Tire Rack.
Yeah.
Than these were.
Nice.
In my size for whatever reason.
Okay.
And I really wanted to try an R compound tire.
Sure.
Since my car is now just used for frivolous things anyway.
Right.
So I'm excited to go do some track days. But
yeah,
Of course, with my car, it's never just simple. I can never just go for a tire change.
Oh boy, Ian.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing too major, but
You couldn't get on underneath the lips for the lift?
no, but they were concerned that my car didn't start the first crank, so they like pushed it off of the off the lift, and I was like, it's okay. It's a thing that happens.
They should just be conditioned to that for Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but they had a hard time getting 2 of the bolts out.
Okay.
And so they looked at them and the threads were damaged.
And
So
do you have studs or actual
I had bolts.
You have bolts. Okay, that's what the Saab had.
Which
okay.
is fucking annoying.
Right. Studs are so much better.
They're so much easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the bolts were damaged, and so they were like, well, you're gonna have to like get these retapped. So I went and got the hubs retapped.
Okay.
And they were like, this is probably the last time you're gonna be able to do that. So
you're gonna have to replace the hubs next, huh?
Yeah, like be careful getting, when you're taking these on and off.
Right.
But and while they were doing it, I had them like fix the stupid brake rotors that were put on backwards. So
nice.
But yeah, so I should be all ready to go for track day.
Okay.
I've had lots of oil changes lately.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, because it's all gone piling out of your pan.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just supposed to spill it on the street, right?
Right,
That's
right.
what it's supposed to
About
happen.
every 50 miles.
Yeah. Just let it all go.
Yes. Yes. Good, Ian. Good.
It's a cleanse. My car
yeah.
was
Yeah.
doing a
Your car was on
cleanse.
a juice cleanse. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
It's the Volkswagen juice cleanse.
Yeah.
Run
yeah.
over a paper clip.
Right. So did I tell you I work with a guy that just bought a 1.8 liter turbo Passat?
Oh no.
And I was like, hey, you're gonna want to do yourself a favor. Google Passat aftermarket oil pan right now. And he was like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Did I tell this on the podcast
No,
already?
no.
Yeah, he was like, what? Why? And that moment right there, as car enthusiasts, we know that moment where
Yeah.
like somebody's like, what? Why? It's that moment in that that Jalopnik should I buy a Volkswagen Phaeton flowchart of do you have an engine hoist? No, why? No, why? Right? We should call
Right.
it the no why moment,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, just Google it right now. Like, and he was like, oh God. Tap,
Yeah.
tap, tap, tap. Oh God. And
Yeah.
I was like, just get the short oil pan, like the aftermarket oil pan, and
Right.
just have it ready. Have it ready.
Yep.
And he was like, well,
It's not a hard job. Like,
No.
it's not expensive.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
pretty annoying when it
Yeah.
happens.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So,
That's funny.
yeah. Well,
why?
I'm glad you got summer tires because you were driving on threads on
the old summers.
on
yeah.
the old summers.
Yeah, I didn't have anything on the
Winners
on the-
showing.
yeah. Oh, that reminds me.
What?
So the other thing that happened, because of course with my car,
It comes in 3s or
there's-
70s
Yeah.
or 1000s.
I never get the right part, right? So
Right,
like
right.
the last track day we did, I
Uh-huh.
lost the center cap, one of the center caps
Oh man, okay.
on the wheels.
Because you turn it so hard, it just went
Something.
flying out.
I guess
Such a
like
good
s-
driver,
like a
Ian.
70s cop car.
Listeners, I'm gonna put I'm a good driver sticker on Ian's helmet, and he's not even gonna know it. I'm a good driver. I'm a real boy.
It's a bizarrely good Jiminy Cricket impression or Pinocchio impression.
We should all have a little Pinocchio in us.
Oh wow! Have we mentioned that Dave's it's like a furry, but it's for marionettes. It's a Woody.
Oh Jesus! Wow, that's a horrifying thought. I'm not sleeping for a month.
That's what you get for complimenting me. All right, so where was I
I
going
do
with that?
kind
Oh
of look like Howdy Doody.
A little bit. Anyway, so I had little silver center caps.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was missing one, so they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just reorder it for you."
Sure.
So it came in, and of course it was black.
Right.
So I have
right.
one black center cap now. But I think it looks better, so now I might order 3 more black ones.
Yeah, go for it.
So I need a.
Just
I need
try
your
ordering 3 silver ones, and then yeah.
opinion. And then they'll show up correctly. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have you take a little look see.
Sure,
Right
sure.
now you can kind of compare and contrast.
Right, right.
So-
Before, after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that.
Okay. All right.
That's it. That's all my garage.
That's all your
updates.
garage updates? Okay. The old man sedan's been just plugging along. Got my summers on there. Everything's going well.
When are we going to the track? What's happening?
Yeah, next track day. I was trying to see if there would be a track day when my mother was here.
Oh, okay.
Because that would be great to put some GoPros in there and watch her reaction to us flying around turns.
Yeah.
But
what?
no.
I can't do that though.
You can't? What do you mean you can't do that?
Can I have peas in the car in the driver's seat?
Peas?
Frozen peas in the driver's seat?
Yeah, you can.
During the track day?
Yes, yeah. I'm sure your urologist would 100% buy off on that. Yeah. Ian.
I'm not so sure. I altered the zoom on my. Oh God!
What are you
Oh,
doing?
God.
So let's
no.
talk listeners through. Ian doesn't know how to work his
shit.
laptop while we're recording a show.
What has reset? Jesus. Chrome on Mac has like this weird secret key of like making it.
No, it's
like-
when you hold down the command key and scroll up or down.
No. It's not that. It's like an on off, and because it still says 100%, but it's just like.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Haven't
Good.
figured out what I do to do it, but I found how to undo it. Anyway. I told you I'm not like firing all cylinders today. I don't know why.
All right.
I have a
Okay.
newborn at home. I have not on much sleep.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I got like 3 hours yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sleepy.
Well,
What else are we talking about? Tires, go-karting. We did all of those. What's your next talk about, Dave?
So speaking of the Volkswagen Audi group, I've had some very interesting experiences with VAG as a whole.
Okay.
Okay.
VAG.
So I have a coworker
VAG.
who recently bought a used car. So he previously drove a 2003-ish Toyota 4Runner.
Okay.
Okay, just straight up V6 SR5 package Toyota 4Runner. He's had it for 9 years. You know, it's got, I think, about 250,000 miles on it, 250 something. Never had to do the head gaskets or anything like that. It's been running well, but like it was getting to the point where he has to drive far to get to work every day.
Yeah.
And like the seat was actually like causing him back pain and stuff like that, you know. So he bought a new to him car. He got a used Audi Q5. He has 3 children.
Okay.
Right? He finally decided to give up the third row seat because he couldn't afford an XC90 and, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. So or a Tesla Model S.
Yeah.
But so he bought a 2011 Audi Q5, right? Already it's consuming more oil than intended.
Oof.
The oil level sensor has gone off, and he thankfully, it has a warranty from where he got it, and so he's working through all that stuff. But I had to tell him, I was like, Dave, his name's Dave as well. Dave, you basically, before, you had a folding chair. So the fucking maintenance and moving parts in a folding chair, haven't changed for millions of years. There's cavemen with folding chairs.
Right.
What you did is you had the folding chair, and then you went out and bought an insane Japanese bidet. And you're wondering why the water temperature isn't exactly as hot as it should be.
Yeah.
Right? Why the scrubbing nozzle isn't hitting the exact spot.
Right.
You're gonna have more problems.
Yeah.
And so so people that have gone, I love it. Our buddy Mark has gone through that. He went from the 1990 Integra to the Honda CRZ. Right? People that have made these kinds of leaps in vehicles, not just from a technology standpoint, but features and complexity as a whole.
I mean, that's an era.
Right.
Geological era.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, there's layers in sediment that can represent Integra and CRZ.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You could carbon date and find a difference.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, yeah. So, Yeah.
A folding chair.
But right?
You refer to his beloved family car as a folding chair.
When it comes to simplicity, what is more? That is the fucking Peter Frampton of cars.
Right.
Like
Absolute zero.
yeah, I mean
It neither sucks nor is good.
it is a V6.
Yeah.
It is a body on frame. It is
Right.
like, yeah, I mean, what gets more simpler and easy to maintain than that?
Right.
So also he's this is an instance of a solution without a fucking problem that is maddening. The Audi Q5, the 2.0 turbo from that era, I don't know if they have changes or not, probably not, doesn't have a dipstick. No
Oh, right.
dipstick.
Yeah.
Why the fuck can't we have a piece of metal that shows us our oil? Why do I need to rely on a sensor to do that for
Well,
me?
because the Germans never put software in their cars that would lie to us.
Nope, they would never
They
ever
would
do that.
never do that.
Nope.
So we
Or
should
have
just-
sensors that would fail.
Yeah, no.
Electronics that would go bonkers.
No.
Never. Fuses that would blow?
Oh.
No. Fuck no. No.
Sir,
Das ist
how dare you?
Nine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Why do we need to get rid of the dipstick? Why? What is it doing? What engineering roadblock is a dipstick presenting that we can't work around?
I don't
Tell me, Ian. Tell me.
I don't know, but that's not a new. Like, I think I know the 3 Series, the BMW 3 Series from like 2007, like when they first came out with the twin turbo.
yeah, the 335s. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have dipsticks,
Oh, fuck.
right?
Why?
I know it's stupid.
Right?
It's stupid.
Right?
I mean, even if the owner never touches it,
Right.
until they get a sensor thing, like it would be better to just have that there, even though
Right.
it's probably more expensive. Is probably the answer.
This is
It's probably a cost cutting measure.
the pint of Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream in the bottom of my freezer. Like, I don't need it. I don't.
Until you do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need it, but I feel a lot better knowing that it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and also when you do need it,
Right.
you need it.
Right. Exactly. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like for windshield washer fluid. Okay, give me a sensor.
Yeah.
Right. I do the thingy. Nothing comes out of the thingies anymore. Oh, the sensor's broken.
Right.
Just dump more stuff in.
Yeah.
That shouldn't track to oil.
No.
Japanese bidet, folding chair. Which brings me to my new venture, Dave's Folding Japanese Bidet Chairs. Are you ever in a work meeting and you don't feel so fresh? You're just sitting around.
Are you at a barbecue with a dirty taint?
You're just sitting around a conference table at work, and all your coworkers here like.
Well, no, you got to go. You got to back up because you got to walk into the meeting late, and someone has to say, "Oh, there's a spot for you right here," and you're like, "No need. I brought my own."
Right. Yes. Yeah. You
Yeah.
unfurl it from your backpack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Your Japanese bidet, Bjorn.
But the noises should be horrendous.
Oh yeah. Excessive material detected. Deploying code 9. Code Brown initiated. Boop. Initiate turtle head protocol. Okay, that's enough poop jokes.
Ejecting waste materials into ambient.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. So that was one experience of the Volkswagen Audi group that is very frustrating. But it's a good car. He really likes it. It just for him, it knocks out highway miles.
Right.
It has it's not destroying his back.
Right.
And it's the 2-liter turbo. It's it's got a little bit of to it, so he's having fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So I recently, just over the weekend, this is insane, but I had the opportunity to be the passenger in another offering from the Volkswagen Audi group for about 2 hours.
Oh wow, for 2 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
Ian. It
awesome.
was different than a Q5.
Oh okay.
It
Like
was
a GTI or something.
Yeah, it was a touch faster than a GTI.
Okay.
It was a maybe 2 or 3 year old Lamborghini Aventador.
Wow.
Yeah. With a ECU chip.
Oh, really?
So it's not even the 600 something horsepower. It's 800 something.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Let me pull up an image search so I can show the dear listeners, because why should you look at our fucking faces when you can see a Lamborghini Aventador?
Yeah. So where did you guys go?
So we went, there's a good representation of it right there. So we went, around, and up along, up towards, Lyons. So like that Highway 93, and up,
That's a great road.
up towards Estes Park.
Yeah.
And, a bunch of traffic was coming down when we were going up. So we had a few opportunities to weave through some passing lanes and get clear of traffic. And Jesus Christ, Ian, that car,
Yeah.
it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so nuts.
How did you fit?
I fit.
Really?
Ian. Yeah.
Could you wear a helmet?
No, I could not wear a helmet.
Okay.
I could not wear a helmet and get into an ergonomic driving position. I didn't drive it.
Yeah.
I just rode passenger, but for the love of God, the experience, the sound.
Yeah.
When it's sitting idle, like at a stoplight, you hear the fans from the side intakes.
Oh, right.
So like it's loud. It's an experience.
That's so cool.
And I felt full bore acceleration once, and after that, under acceleration, before I knew it was going to happen, I just put my head against the headrest because it pushed it back so fast. The
Yeah.
shifting was so visceral,
Yeah.
and it was crazy. It was insane. You just don't have it's that thing like when we rode in ice racing Jeeps, right?
Right.
Where like things are happening and your brain's like, no, can't do it. Nope. Invalid data detected.
Yeah.
Abort, right?
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, you've done the thing, right? Yeah. Like getting in my old man sedan after that, like, and just feeling body roll that was not 0 degrees.
Yeah.
It was so flat, and but it was actually like really compliant on the road, and it rode really nice. It didn't beat me up. It didn't feel at all as savage as the Focus RS that we drove.
Oh, okay.
At all.
Really?
At all. Even in the RS's like most comfortable setting,
Right.
the
Yeah.
the Lambo was way more compliant,
Interesting.
right?
Interesting.
I mean, like that's kind of what the money gets you, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also a much bigger car. Like
Yeah.
A much longer wheelbase.
It is, and it weighs a lot.
Yeah, it's a huge car.
It is. It is big. It is low and it's big, but yeah, it's crazy. It was amazing, and so the absolute best thing about it, and this is the whole reason I bring it up, is what I call the Wiener effect. All right, it is like we have talked about this on the show. We talk about the Wiener effect a lot, but the Wiener effect is like when you see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile,
Yeah.
right? It just makes your day better,
Yeah.
right? And so like no matter where you are, like you see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, it's like, oh, sweet, awesome, right?
Yeah.
It's just that little like
Nobody's
happy thing.
angry.
Right? Yeah, like yeah, motherfucker, right? All I did as a passenger, besides brace myself for insane acceleration and turning speeds, was watch other people's reaction as the Lambo went by.
Right.
And like, there's a fair amount of cyclists on the route, so like people like were giving us thumbs up and like waving and smiling and it was just fantastic, like seeing people like react to it like that and like making their day better. Seeing little
Lose
boys
their
and girls
minds, yeah.
were like just watching their head and their eyes just lock on it as you went by.
Yeah.
And just like where you could tell like they were in that zone of like Minions is on the TV and like you can't break the curves, but like that fixation.
They're in the tractor beam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So there was that was fantastic. And that people's reaction to it is really interesting because it's either that or they don't even notice it at all. Like it might as well be a Ford Fiesta driving down the road.
Yeah.
Like like they don't even think like that was something special that went by.
which is weird.
Right? It's crazy to think about, right?
Yeah.
But if you saw that drive by,
Yeah, even if you didn't know what it was,
right, it'd be like, oh my God, that's cool.
What is that thing?
There's a section of people that just it is just a thing on four wheels on a road that it should be on, so
Right.
nothing stands out. That's it, right? Which is crazy, but I saw it. So that's one section, right? That is part of the whole experience of riding around in a car like that. The other section, and this is much smaller, but it's really weird, and I want to get into this. For some reason, when you're driving around in this car, motorcycles wave at you. You know how motorcycles always typically give each other, like a wave or a few fingers, and cyclists do it too, right?
Right.
You're out, you nod or wave to other cyclists, but you can have such an insane car that it overlaps into the Venn diagram of motorcycle riders, and not just sport bike people, like Harley riders, everybody else. Tons of people were giving us the fellow motorcycle wave.
Weird.
Right. Yeah.
That's
See,
strange.
you can have a car crazy enough that
Huh.
that Venn diagram overlaps, and I don't know why.
I don't really understand that either.
Right?
That's really interesting, though.
Right?
Huh.
Why would that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, because
know.
I doubt I doubt they would do it if you take a vehicle that's crazy the other way, like a bro truck. I don't think that would track.
Maybe for some. I don't know.
Yeah, right? If you're just so far away from the norm that you start to get recognized, right? Because the whole association with motorcycles and outside the norm and freedom, rebel, maybe that maybe there's cars that are crazy enough that they line up with
I would
that.
love to see a motorcycle movie starring you.
Yeah, that would be. Oh God, get me off this thing. you know what would happen. Here's the opening scene. All right, I'm sitting on the motorcycle. I'm revving it. Vom, vom, vom.
Falls over.
Even better. The tires burn out and the bike takes off and I'm still standing there. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that was really weird. It was really weird seeing, but it was an awesome experience.
That's
and
really cool, though.
I'm very thankful.
I'm very jealous.
It was
awesome.
It was surreal. It was very surreal. And I'm sorry. I've been blathering on and on and on. Yeah, but
Well, no, it's really cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So-
I've never ridden in a Lamborghini.
I've sat, we've sat and that's it.
Right.
Yeah. We couldn't even you've tasted a Lamborghini. We'll talk about
Well,
that.
we could just transition to that right now.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Ian, we did a thing.
We did a thing, and I am very, very proud of us.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm
also,
proud of us too.
If this thing is the reason that you're listening to this episode,
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But we got invited. We got press passes to the 2018 Denver Auto Show,
We're legitimate journalists, Ian.
and to prove that,
Yep.
we made a ennui filled French film,
We did.
and yeah, we did it, and we released it. I guess this would be yesterday.
Yeah, if you're listening
you're
to this
listening
on the evening that it comes out, it was either yesterday or the day before. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, if this thing doesn't take off, there's no hope for us whatsoever,
No.
because this is the absolute pinnacle of what we are capable of, I think,
I
at this moment in time.
and I'm glad you brought up this moment in time, because as automotive journalists, we're in a weird place where we're persistent and we keep doing our journalism, right, air quotes, but we don't have access to manufacturer cars, right? No manufacturers are giving us cars.
Right. I don't think
Right.
we've helped ourselves in any way with this.
Right. But this is what we do without access to cars.
Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't seen the movie that we just released, go to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
It's a 5-minute video. It's a lot of fun.
Please watch every one of the 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's even a what did you call
A Marvel movie after credit.
a Marvel movie after credits
Yeah.
starring me,
Yep.
and what did you call it? I'm Nick Furry.
Yeah. I was like, you're the Nick Fury in this, more like Nick Furry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Ian.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And so the way that it was put together was, I think you came up with the original concept of Seven Sins.
Yes, a French film or an art film.
An art film.
Yes, and then I thought of the Seven Deadly Sins.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Yes.
And we were kind of riffing back and forth on all
Yes.
these things.
Yeah, and so like I kind of teed up the overall idea and a rough-ish outline,
Right.
and you fucking drove the script home.
Yeah, so I wrote most of the script.
Yeah,
And then we
amazing,
both
amazing.
we both put together the shot list.
yes.
We came up with the shot list
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
And then we shot it on the media day instead of sitting through
what
I mean,
presentations
we only went to
did
like
we miss?
2 presentations.
Yeah.
We didn't go to a lot of presentations, but it was in the service of art.
Yeah. French art.
Art.
Yeah.
Quote, air quote, art.
Right.
So yeah, we were like carrying around like a massive tripod and a
that
bunch
did
of
very
gear
Smooth
and
pans.
a bunch of big gulp cups.
Uh-huh.
We got a lot of like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And a lot of weird looks, but we did it. And so we shot it, and then we had our friend Katie from who's
from
been on
show.
the show before.
Yep.
She was an army brat, and so she is fluent in French.
Yeah.
And so she translated my nonsense script,
Yeah.
English script, into French, and then came over and recorded it.
Yep.
So the voiceover you're hearing is our friend Katie.
Yep.
And then Dave did all of the editing.
Yeah, I did all of the editing. Yeah. I learned all the editing.
Yeah.
I think I found the limits of what you can do with iMovie. Mainly because the in credit sequence, the fuck iMovie titles, because I literally screamed at that in my office for about 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
I would change the font for a section of it,
Uh-huh.
and then it would either not change the font and it would still be the same, or it would change the font for all of the title.
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, so I was just like, I was yelling. Yeah. So, but we have a film. We did a thing. This is it's our most ambitious thing we've ever done.
By far.
By far. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty ambitious.
It is. Yeah.
But the genius thing about it, I think, is that we figured out a way to make a movie on a convention room floor that doesn't sound like total ass.
Because we didn't record sound there.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Without spending hundreds of dollars on high quality lav mics.
But even then, like that, during the media day, like they were vacuuming.
Yeah.
There was
constantly.
somebody with a vacuum behind you
Within 50 feet of you everywhere.
at all times.
Yeah.
Like literally, like you're walking through the convention floor and someone's behind you vacuuming out your footprint. Your footprint.
They want to make sure that if somebody just happens to take a picture, it doesn't have foot tracks through the carpet.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe don't have fucking carpet, guys.
Hey. It's crazy. It's a really bizarre, weird thing, and and especially being in this smaller market.
Yeah.
Like we just kind of wanted to capture some of that because
make the most of what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
anyway. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No. I was just gonna say capture some of the the kind of flyover country, chip on your shoulder sort of thing that I think exists at these smaller car shows.
Yes, because we're in a weird place in our automotive journalism, and we're in a weird place with the automotive show. Like
physically.
Yeah.
We're in a weird place
metaphorically
and literally.
Yeah.
To be going to auto shows.
Right.
And
and emotionally.
Definitely emotionally and gastrointestinally. But we made it work, I think. So anyway, we're very proud of ourselves. Please
watch it. Please share it
go
with your
watch
friends.
it. And
we would really love that.
Yeah,
we would really love that.
The best review we've gotten so far was from our friend Jessie, and she said she shot yogurt out of her nose. It's great.
From laughing.
Yeah.
not
just out of anger. I'm so angry I'm gonna snort yogurt and then blow it up my computer screen.
Yes.
That's how irritated I am.
Right.
Anyway, so please go watch it.
Yes.
That's
please.
it.
Please. Please, God, watch.
Dave
Ian
spent so many hours in front of his computer on it.
Ian.
Yes.
So I talked about the Lamborghini. You talked about I made you accountable for your karting actions.
Yes.
I have an FMK cars for you.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been Let's do some FMK cars.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about stuff.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Ian.
Yes.
All right. So FMK cars.
Okay.
FMK cars is a game that Ian and I play on the show. Wait.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing that. I'm sorry. FMK Cars is a game that Dave and I play on the show. It's based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, except we're play it with cars instead of people because we're nice.
Nice, not awful people.
Yeah, and F means you drive it for a day. M means you marry it.
You put a ring on it.
K means you kill it. It goes to the crusher immediately.
We're like the awful Sklar brothers of automotive podcasting.
Except
Ian.
not talented.
Right. It's kind of questionable for them as well.
Wow.
Hot take on the Sklars.
Wow.
Ian.
Yeah.
This just is adorable cars.
Okay.
That's it. There's no catch. It's just cute cars.
I'm into it.
Okay. First up, 1972. So you know it's good. Renault 5.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to give you the hatchback. All right.
Yeah.
What do you want? You want the green one? You want the beige one?
Can I have the turbo?
Nope.
The mid-engine?
No. And you'll see why when it comes to the other cars. You blow the other stuff out of the water, man.
Okay.
But look at that little rounded bumper.
It's cute.
Look at its little bottom.
Yeah.
Ian.
It's like you ever see like a parent who's like really got like an ugly mug, like a dad who's got like a really ugly mug, and then he has like a really cute kid?
Yes.
So
Yes.
like if that's the cute kid, the parent with the really ugly mug is like an AMC gremlin.
Yes.
And it's sort of the same thing, right? Like you can see where you can kind of, if you squint,
right.
you kind of see where it
See
came,
where
where
the
they got
genes
it.
came through. Yeah.
But you're just like, really?
Yeah, that's adorable. Right?
Yeah.
Right? My girlfriend and I were walking around. There were two young parents, not really great looking parents, but they had the cutest fucking baby I've ever seen. It had these giant, like almost hanging gels, like little baby gels. Like I could give two shits about kids. Sorry,
Right.
I'm just not wired that way. I don't want kids. I'm, like not my thing, right?
Mhm.
So like I'm not somebody who just thinks babies in general are cute. Don't care.
Right.
So when I see a kid and I'm like, holy shit, that's a cute baby.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, baby gels. All right, so you have a Renault 5.
Okay.
Up next, Ian, let's stick with the 70s and go 1972. Honda. What do you think this is going to be?
Civic?
N600.
Oh.
All right. Okay, look at that little guy. Ian.
Adorable.
Adorbs, right? Okay, then lastly, Ian, I'm going to give you 1973, 1 year better, Alpha.
Have you been showing these to the people?
Romeo. No, I haven't. Jesus Christ. Good catch. Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Here's the Renault 5.
Yeah.
All right, adorable. Okay.
Cute kid of the AMC Gremlins.
Exactly. Honda N600,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
And then a 1973 Alfa Romeo Junior
Yeah, Junior GT.
Zagato.
Oh.
Yeah. 1600.
Oh, yeah. Oh, these are beautiful.
Let's see if we can find a picture. There it is. There's the little guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Look at that. It looks like the back looks like a Honda CRX. Right? It does.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the full back view has like the Zagato lines on
Yeah.
on the rear deck. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, this isn't okay. So I mean, I'm marrying that
Right.
because
I knew that. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Look at those back windows.
I love that. I love
it.
that.
It is a glass house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love every.
You could
every
be
bit
in a
of that.
glass cage of emotion in that car every day. Every day.
All right, and
Assuming
then I've
you
got to
had them.
choose between the N600 and
Yep.
the Renault.
Yep. The little plucky Renault 5.
Oh man,
Yeah. Ian.
that's a tough call.
Yeah.
I think.
And I came to the N600 from our buddy Mark that I previously mentioned. He sent me some articles about something we'll talk in a little bit for another FMK Cars. The Peterson Museum in California has this new JDM exhibit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so like Mark was like going down a rabbit hole of shooting brake cars, and then happened to somehow make the jump over to the Peterson Museum JDM stuff.
Oh, weird.
And so thank you, Mark, for sending that stuff to me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the N6. I think I'm gonna drive the N600 for a day, and I think I'm gonna crush the Renault.
Okay.
Because the N600 is just, I don't know, it's just ever so slightly cooler. Even though I'm guessing it's worse to drive.
It's got just a slightly more square vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like not like square as in like boxy, but square like
as in uncool.
Yeah, and like a square like on an oscilloscope, like right?
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Yeah.
It's not analog. It's not digital. It's just different, right?
Well, and I'd like having driven a classic Mini Cooper. I'd also be really curious to drive
like
that.
the Japanese equivalent.
Yeah,
right.
With fender mirrors. I mean, yeah,
right.
That's what seals it. You know,
right.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you have to do, Ian.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that if you had fender mirrors, you would take the option.
But that Alpha, oh my god,
right. It's amazing. Yeah, I saw one of those. I think there was a Bring a Trailer auction, and that was how I came to know the 1600 Zagato Junior.
Anything but Zagato is always very, very pretty.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Take that, Pininfarina.
Yeah, well, yeah. Cadillac Alante. Yeah. So, Ian, what else?
So I had one other to talk about, but
okay.
I don't think we have time.
Okay.
Because I was going to say that we should talk about
oh boy,
Elon Musk. So I think let's let that sit for another week and see what happens.
There you go. That's a good idea. That's a really good. Let's see how the story ages.
I'm guessing poorly because everything is terrible.
Right.
In 2018.
Yeah.
I mean, and everything.
And
just
everything.
Everything is
okay,
terrible.
here, buddy. Instead of thinking about how everything is horrible, let me hit you with a late my eyes. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
Oh, I saw one of those yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
A 2.5 RS.
Okay.
And I think that is what. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Let me hear your opinion on it. This is your favorite, right? Subaru.
I think. Well, it's the only. I'm gonna say
you love to make these broad strokes.
It is. Oh, I make broad strokes, baby. Oh yeah. I don't know what that means. All right. I think it's the only truly good-looking Subaru.
Yeah, that's just simply not true.
I think it's better looking than the SVX.
Well, yeah, the SVX I wouldn't call it a good-looking Subaru.
Okay, well then what Subaru's not known for their good-looking cars. What's a better-looking Subaru than this?
That era of legacy wagon that we love.
But only modified.
It all just comes together.
It only works if it's modified.
And the Brat. You think I'm kidding. I am not.
But it's not pretty. I mean, I get it. It looks cool.
I wouldn't call that pretty.
I think the front end of that is pretty, and I love the huge rally lights and the hood scoops.
There's a lot to love.
Just work for me.
I would call that more handsome than pretty.
Okay. But I mean, it's a very good looking car, and it's very rare that Subaru makes a good looking car. It's almost like they did it on accident.
So the owner of this actually did the entire STI swap.
Oh, it's the 2.5 RSTI.
Yes, like
build
the
that a lot of people
22B. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
So and that's why it has the pink badge, because
sweet.
It is the appropriate one. This like he brought this back from a like the engine and drivetrain were swapped from another.
I mean, it's not a real 22B because it's left-hand. It's
right, exactly.
Left-hand drive. So.
Exactly, right. But the previous owner of the vehicle before he had it had like rolled the fenders and like kind of hella flush stance broed it. And so he had an absolute genius with bodywork. Unroll the fenders, take stuff back to stock. There is
a lot of money spent on a 2.5 RS.
Yeah, but this is like the most perfect.
Yeah, it's gorgeous
with a full STI swap, and it is built. It is insanely fast. he's so fastidious with it that he will take tweezers and straighten the fins on the intercooler, like periodically.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's complete. If you were
He's
to vacuum seal this, it would be insanely expensive down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely obsessed and well executed.
That's really cool.
The panel gaps throughout
Mhm.
the entire car, perfect.
Wow.
Perfect. Yeah.
Wow.
Like he's gone to that level of detail with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are
well done.
super cool cars.
They are. Yeah. I'm not a huge Subaru fan, but that is amazing.
Mhm.
That is amazing. Yeah. Also, the driver of the Aventador
Mhm.
that I was lucky enough to drive in, he said, a lot of people like will come up next to the car and like roll down their window because they want to hear it, or kind of like jokingly like pretend like they're going to race it.
Mhm.
He said that Subaru WRX drivers
actually
try to race it.
not at all surprising.
Right?
0% surprising.
Right? Yeah, I told him, I was like, I really wish I could be surprised by that statement. I am not. And of course, it's not even a contest.
Right.
Like, no matter how built your WRX is, unless it's like some insane thing running nitrous on the street,
Right.
you're not even going to come close to how fast an Aventador is.
Right. Especially a modified
Right.
Aventador.
Okay, so, like, as surreal as the Aventador was, could you imagine something like a Koenigsegg 1.1?
I know.
Right?
I know.
Or an F1 car, for that matter,
I know.
Yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to get you back something you like.
Yeah.
And then I have an FMK cars. One more for you.
Okay.
Did you want to do one, or yours is tied to?
Mine is tied to the other talk about, but
Okay.
I do want to talk about. Can we talk about racing for a second?
Yeah, we could talk about racing for a
Because this
second.
last weekend was a big weekend of racing.
It was.
Go to that second tweet.
Okay.
So pause that.
Okay.
Pause that.
All right.
Pause that.
Okay.
So, there was 2 races this weekend that were
Yes.
very, very big races. There was also a NASCAR race there, which I didn't watch.
Right.
But Monaco Grand Prix was this weekend, and the Indy 500.
Yes.
I got to watch both of them,
I'm going to blow my nose
Which
because
was-
allergies suck.
which was great. I am guessing that Dave did not watch the Monaco Grand Prix, even though he is committed to being invested in Formula One this year.
No, I said I would do Fantasy GP. How do you track that to being invested in Formula One?
Check the tape. Check the tape, everyone. Because I think he said he was going to watch some races.
Nope.
Okay. Anyway.
No. Actually, I'm going to turn this back around on you. I said they're all boring, and you said, well, there's a couple you should see. And I said, okay, let me know which ones I should watch.
Oh, okay.
Guess who didn't tell me to do that?
Okay. Well, I tried to talk you into Monaco.
Did you?
The last episode, you got to watch Monaco, and you said that nobody passes anyone. And I
Right.
was like, well, yeah, that's true.
Right. So here's the thing about Monaco.
Mhm.
Okay, I've been thinking about this. Watching Monaco F1, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it has to be like going to Red Rocks, right, to see Nickelback. Right? Because you're in this amazing setting. You're in this
No.
amazing setting, and then it's boring.
I would say
That tracks.
No,
It's completely
I would say
accurate.
that, but the reason that Monaco part of the reason that Monaco exists in our imagination is Formula One.
Right, because
Right.
there historically have been good races there.
So I would say
just like good bands at Red Rocks.
I would say it would be like the analogy. The better analogy is that you're going to Red Rocks.
Smash Mouth.
to
That's
wa-
it. Hey, now you're
No.
a rock star.
You're
Get your
going
game on.
You're going to Red Rocks to see U2, but they play the same show that they've played every year since 1983, and it's the exact same, and nothing ever changes.
Okay.
And it's just like a video projection of their show from 1983.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
But I think that's doing a disservice, because I think Monaco is exciting, even though there's not a lot of passing.
That's what racing is.
But it's also
Why
just,
did you pull up that tweet? Because it's insane passing.
Just hang on. There are different flavors of exciting racing, I think. And the thing about Monaco is that there's just the margin for error is just so tiny. And
True.
they're going so fast, especially these new cars. Like I
Yeah.
think the last couple of races, the last couple of years wasn't as exciting, but this.
It looks like you're watching stuff on fast forward.
And honestly, I think watching it on Saturday is probably better. Like just watching the qualifying
Sure.
is incredibly exciting. Like Daniel Ricciardo's qualifying lap was insane.
Right.
It was perfect, and just it's so manic, and
Right.
everything is so narrow.
It's like indoor go-karting. I mean, it's just
Right,
It's
but turned up to 1,000,000.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the race was exciting because Daniel Ricciardo was in the front, leading the parade, right?
Right.
But he developed an engine problem like
Right.
halfway through the race.
Yeah, it's like a quarter down on power.
Something like. Well, I
Right.
think he was down like 160 horsepower, and then it came out later that his brakes were. They thought his brakes were going to fail and catch on fire
Okay.
because the energy recovery system wasn't working.
Okay.
So he was basically down nearly 200 horsepower on everyone else, and was just driving the absolute shit off of his car, like just
Right.
lap after lap after lap. And so it was like, it was like watching a parade because nobody was really passing anyone.
Right.
But it was like watching a parade with just knives dangling over everyone's head because it was so tense
Sure.
because
sure.
you just don't know, like, oh my God, is he gonna make it through this lap traffic?
Right. And like
And-
as it goes on, it gets more and more tense.
Right.
Right. That's the thing that really kind of builds.
Yeah. And it actually was fun to watch in that respect. Like I was glued because I was like, I don't want to miss the moment when it goes wrong.
Right.
And then we went from that to just immediately over to Indianapolis.
Well, but what were the results of the race?
So Ricardo ended up winning,
Okay.
and he ended up. I mean, it's this amazing drive
Right.
that he was able to accomplish winning that race. Like
right.
he should not have won that race, but he got lucky that like it turned out that it was really hot, and so like the Vettel and Hamilton's tires just went off.
Okay.
And so they were kind of limping, and then everyone who was faster, like the midfield was like a second a lap faster than the front runners were by the end of the race.
Okay.
And Verstappen was in the back, like started at the back of the grid and was actually making passes and working his way through. There was a lot going on. It was kind of a fun race.
Okay.
But
I mean, it's still a U2 show.
right,
Right.
exactly.
Right. It's
That's-
still a Nickelback show.
Anyway, so it was fun, and I'm very glad that Daniel Ricciardo won because he's a genuinely nice dude, and like,
Did he say anything bad about Grid Girls?
I haven't seen anything, or heard anything. I think maybe he could make the cut on your team.
We'll have to do some Googling to see.
Yeah, I haven't gone out and looked because I don't want to be
See?
disappointed.
See?
Yeah, Lewis has really been disappointing lately. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
I don't know.
or
Maybe
next-
we should
next
all
week.
take him off our teams.
Maybe.
That'll show him.
Yeah, yeah. It'll really change his mind about things.
Yeah, exactly.
But then we watched Indy, and Indy this year was a lot of fun. Like there was a lot of crazy stuff happening, mostly because my favorite person, because he was in Formula One, Alexander Rossi,
Right.
started 32nd because he got like there was some drama with qualifying. I don't know exactly what happened,
Okay.
but he started 32nd on the grid
Okay.
and finished 4th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So the tweet. So this is courtesy ABC, courtesy some other person's tweet.
Yeah.
You need to watch this. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let me
It's going to be very
let me
loud.
turn
Let me turn it
here.
down.
Yeah.
So rewind
This
it.
is the move
Okay.
with the
So
car
he's just
underneath him,
passing
Fesses
people,
down
passing
the
people,
grass
passing
below Sebastian.
It looks like they're not even driving correctly.
This is like it looks like a video game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just driving around people.
Yeah. Like. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Just pass. It looks like they all are on a yellow flag, and he just didn't see it.
Right.
Right.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when he won 2 years ago, he won on this crazy fuel saving strategy. This pass is insane too.
Yeah.
Like,
just
it just
on the outside.
And this is where,
then
like-
right up against the wall.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Code Brown.
yeah.
Code Brown.
And like that is where other like Tony Kanaan and a bunch of other people who were like really Danny Kirkpatrick and a bunch of other like very experienced drivers were just losing the car,
Okay.
just getting out a little bit to the outside there, and he was just like
Whatever.
driving around people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. And yeah.
He thinks he has the VR goggles on and like
Yeah.
doesn't know that there are real consequences to what he's doing.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
He was just like, I'm in Gran Turismo.
Right. Right.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it was good. It
Nice,
was
nice.
a good race.
And so I don't know if they've done this before, but the C Film Center, C
Yeah.
Film Center here in Denver showed Monaco on the big screen, on a movie screen.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Denver F1 meetup group organized all that. So you should check them out on Facebook. What do they go by on Facebook? Denver F1 meetup? Ian?
Maybe.
You're part of it, aren't you?
I am, but I haven't gone in I haven't gone in like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But it's a meetup on Meetup.
Okay.
If you use that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, if you look for Denver F1,
Okay.
they're a watch group that get together.
Gotcha.
But I like to watch it with. I don't want to bring my
Sure.
4-year-old to a bar at 5 a.m.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Wait, how do children work?
Yeah.
He's not going to get those baby jowls on his own, Ian. He needs some days of hitting the bottle hard.
I know.
Yeah.
I think we did a car show.
I think we did a car show, Ian. We done did a car show.
we done did a car show.
Watch our video on
Please
YouTube,
watch
please. Let us know
that
what you think.
Fucking thing.
Yeah, we have a couple voicemails. We'll work through them and play them next time. Sorry, Ike. The full bore meltdowns. Yeah, our Team Clearcoat. The Ike vent line is what it is. So please call us 720-515-1391. Yeah, and let us know what kind of automotive crisis you're happening upon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Website.
Oh, teamclearcoat.com.
Yep. And what should people do if they want more of us?
They should
subscribe
go
to
us
on YouTube and iTunes.
and then they should
Just do that to all their friends' computers, all their enemies' computers.
go to Best Buy.
Go to Best Buy.
And then just shout it into the pipes in your house.
Yeah.
Because they're all connected.
Good. The
They're all
internet is
connected.
a series of pipes.
But yeah, so this is that's what the dark web is. It's the pipes in your house. the
Good.
Plumbing.
All right. Yeah.
Team Clearcoat.
It's time to put you to bed.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, Ian. All right, buddy. Well,
Good night, everyone.
thank you, everybody. We love you.
Sorry.